All right, good morning and welcome back. Today we are going to talk about some different things related to graphs and how to find some different intervals in the graph, okay, as well as average rate of change. Okay, so the first thing we're going to talk about is something called increasing versus decreasing. So increasing, I'm going to highlight in blue, and this is basically just where is the result of our function going up. Okay, where is it increasing in value? Okay, where is it climbing? So if it starts here and it's increasing, it's getting higher. Okay, now there's technically at -7 here, it kind of levels off. However, we are not going to worry about that. Technically, it's constant there for a bit. We're just going to say it increases though over this interval because delta math is going to accept it. So we're not going to worry about that for today. Increases over that interval. So in our case, where is it increasing? Where is it climbing? It'd be from -infinity all the way to -4. Okay, and then it's also going to be climbing here from -2 up to 1. Meanwhile, in red here, we're going to do where is it decreasing? That's when it's going down. It is falling. So if we start here at -4, it is going down. Also then at 1, it's going down. Once again here, it kind of levels off. Although there, it's still technically decreasing. And so our two chunks are from -4 to -2, and also from 1 to, let me fix that, 1 all the way to infinity as it keeps going. All right. So those are kind of where it's increasing or decreasing. Okay, now if we look here to the next thing. Next thing we're talking about is positive versus negative. Now, positive versus negative, if we think about positive, that just means where is your f of x value above 0? Okay, so above the x-axis for f of x. So where does it result in above the x-axis if f of x is greater than 0? So from -7 here, it stays above all the way until 2 there. Okay, then as you can probably guess, this is negative is when it's below the x-axis. So when f of x is less than 0. So we have a little chunk here and a chunk here. So where is it positive? That'd be from -7 to 2. Where is it negative? That's going to be from -infinity to -7. And then also from 2 to infinity. All right. So positive is above the x-axis, negative is below. Increasing is when it's climbing, decreasing is when it's falling. So one other thing we want to talk about today then is average rate of change. Okay, and average rate of change, slope is kind of an example of this. Remember with slope, we said it's y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. The thing about slope, though, is it is consistent. It's a linear equation. If I measure over here, it's always exactly the same. Any 2 points, even if it's not right on there, I could choose any 2 points, and it's going to have the exact same slope. Where average rate of change is for something more like this parabola, where it's changing. Okay, it is not consistent. If I measure it at one specific spot, it's not consistent, so I take the average over that interval. Okay, now average rate of change, our formula is f of x2 minus f of x1 all over x2 minus x1. So you can see very similar to our slope formula. The difference is we are finding an average now. Okay, so these graphs, they don't represent anything down here. They were just examples to see the difference as that's linear, it's consistent, where this one is changing. That's why we take the average. So using that formula, the first thing we want to do, let's establish 1 will be our x1, 3 will be our x2. If we plug those in, we need to figure out what x is. So 2 times 1 squared and 2 times 3 squared. Follow PEMDAS, order of operations. So 1 squared is 1 times 2 gives us 2. 3 squared is 9 times 2 gives us 18. So now we set it up, f of x2, so 18 minus f of x1, which is 2, all over x2 minus x1, so 3 minus 1. 18 minus 2 is 16, 3 minus 1 is 2, and that results in 8. On to the next one. Once again, decide x1, this is x2. So we know on the bottom it's going to be 4 minus 0. So we plug that in. If I have 0 cubed minus 2, 0 cubed is 0, minus 2 is negative 2. 4 cubed minus 2. 4 cubed is 4 times 4 is 16, times 4 is 64, minus 2 gives us 62. So then we do 62 minus the negative 2. Minus minus becomes plus. That's 64 over 4, which hopefully you can figure out reduces to 16. Our final one, once again, we label this will be our x1, this will be our x2. So we know it's going to be 25 minus 4 on the bottom. Now to plug that in, 3 square root of 4 and 3 square root of 25. Square root of 4 is 2, 3 times 2 is 6. Square root of 25 is 5, 3 times 5 is 15. Okay, so then we do 15 minus 6, that will give us 9 on top. 25 minus 4 is 21 on the bottom, which will reduce. 3 goes into both of those, so 3 over 7 is our final answer. So there is a Delta Math assignment. Go ahead, get that done. If you have any questions, please let me know. Hope you guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you later.